Hello, welcome to Everyday Stamping Facebook Live. Thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Akemi Gary. I am independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in Chatsford, Pennsylvania. I teach how to make beautiful cards using Stampin' Up products and sell the products as well. If you are interested in my class schedule and purchasing the products, please look at the link on my Facebook profile, Instagram profile, and YouTube description. And if you have any questions, feel free to contact me anytime. How are you doing? It's March 1st. It's a Friday night, 8 o'clock. Wow, it's March already. I can't believe I feel like we just celebrated Christmas and January and February is gone so quickly. I hope you're doing well. And yes, it's March. Wow. So I can feel that it's East Coast. We live outside of Philadelphia. It's still cold. Temperatures get low, but I can feel definitely that sunlight getting warmer. I've been in a car waiting for my daughter comes out from school. Just get so warm inside the car. Yes, spring is around the corner, and I hope you have a wonderful plan for the spring. And and all right, let's start the today's project. Before we get started, I'd love to hear from you. Drop a comment in the chat and let me know where you are tuning in from. And I keep an eye on the chart throughout the live stream. So feel free to ask questions, share your thoughts, and connect with other fellow crafters. And if you are watching replay, please, even leave a comment as well. I love to hear from you. That makes me really happy if I hear from you and just definitely keep going rather than doing a live all by myself here. All right, so today's project is Feathered Flight. Yes, most likely you haven't seen this stamp set on a catalog. That's right. This stamp set is online exclusive. So it was released actually November 3rd. So it's been out there and I think I got it in November, but I haven't used until today. But I thought, oh, definitely I'm going to use this one. And we're going to have another online exclusive release in a few days. I believe it's March, right? I think March 3rd or March, could be March 2nd. I'm sorry. And there is a beautiful flower sweets and like if coffee lover, it's a love latte sweets and a lot of fun new product out there. So make sure you check in my online store, click in the online exclusive. You can see all those online exclusive items. So, all right. So today I am making these cards. These cards are actually, if you go on an online store and these cards are listed as the samples from Stampin' Up. So these cards are designed by Stampin' Up artists and then beautiful. And I just want to point out that the sample was by Stampin' Up was use the craft no card. So I get a little bigger size, just regular card size. And I use the pecan pie here. And here is a die cut. The circle was, I use Deckled circle dies. Look at this, so many different sizes and circles here. So I use about like a medium size just here. Just fit the birds and just right here, right? Good. And this one, this sample, I use in a die. This one is gorgeously made dies. And this is very unique. It's like almost like a binder spiral, and then you just cut the top of the paper. I have a lot of this masking tape in here because I use a masking tape to secure the die when you cut the paper, so it doesn't look. Let me remove this. It looks ugly. All right. So just like that, you could use the entire card length here too if you need to cut. It's very unique. It's a no spiral card. And then also for this sentiment, I use this die too. Looks like it's like a little label here, like that. So, okay, so I try to make these 2 cards today. And let's start it. And then I want to point out this stamp set is called Distinktive stamp set. So it has a special texture that gives add depth and a dimension in a single stamp. So this is just single stamp. It's almost like a photographic kind of realistic image. So to get that, you need to know little things. So I will show you today. All right. So let me start this card first, and then stamp it here. So here is the basic white I cut up, and I'm gonna use the pecan pie. And here is the stamp. This comes the cling stamp, which is red rubber. And then you ink this, and then use a blending brush. And then actually take off excess inks. And then stamp. See, just one stamp, and then you get all those almost like a photographic kind of those details. So if you just stamp without the take off the ink from the not using the blending brush, let me show you. I stamp here. It's still good, but it's a really dark image. It's kind of like those little details kind of got too much ink in it, so it will like just get the flat look. So the key is just use the blending brush, just wipe off excess ink, and you get a really good image, like a photographic image. Okay, I am going to bring in the shaded blues now. And then the sentiment is, I'm glad you are in my life. I just stamp over this bird, like that. All right, so this is the focal point. So I put it aside. And then now, background, I have a pecan pie 4 by 5.25. I bring in again the pecan pie. I am going to stamp a lot of different birds here. First one is a big one here. And then use a blending brush. Take it off on the excess ink. And then again, I just repeat this. Let's see how that goes. So if I don't add the ink, I just use the blending brush. I'm sure we can get a good image. It's a pretty good. All right. And then I'm going to bring in this bird we just used. Nice. Okay. And then I have those little guys too. And add the ink. Make sure you use a blending brush to wipe off excess ink. It's pretty, very pretty. I do one more right here. Okay, so that's the background. I don't know, you can see camera catching those detail of the stamp. So it's not like solid, dark area, just it has a lot of dots on it. It's like you take bring a photocopy on a copy machine and you get like a black and white image, something like that. It's very realistic. Okay, since I have like this, I'm gonna stamp the inside. This is a 4 by 5 1/4. So since I have this little guy here already, I just wipe off the excess ink and a couple image in there. So when the catalog, you see the distinctive stamp, which gives those like a photocopy texture image. You need to use a blending brush to get that good image. Otherwise, it doesn't look good. If you just ink the stamp and then stamp on the paper, it just all those detail kind of just get that too much ink in it. All right, so now I'm gonna assemble. So I have a card base, 5 1/2, 8 1/2, and I just fold in half here. Just right here. Let me get the bone folder. All right, and I am going to add a little bit adhesive here to hold the ribbon. I am using today is the pecan pie bordered ribbon. This has a really pretty border in the top and in the edge, top and bottom, and a very soft texture. It's very easy to make a bow. It's a cute. Oh no, it's not bow today. I'm sorry. I just get a little, keeping it straight, and then just fold in half, and then just do the diagonal right here, like that, and then I just cut here the angle. And the focal point, I'm going to use a dimensional, stamping dimensional, maybe 6 of them. Maybe I add one more in the center. And I take it off this one. Last couple of times I use the take your tool and just poking at these, but today I can't find a take your tool. Okay. All right. This goes in the center, just like this. That's so cool. Very nice masculine card. And I add in the inside. Very nice. Oh, I love those images. So nice. This is perfect for the masculine card for the man. All right, so let's move on the second one. I'm gonna do this one. All right, let's start with the background this time. So I have a shaded Spruce and 5 1/2 and 8 1/2. 4 1/2. I will start the background and the shaded Spruce here. And I'm gonna use this little bird, but I need to wash it because I used the pecan pie. Oh, no, this one. I thought that was, oh, right here. I was looking for chamois. Okay, let's wash this one. These looks really dirty, but they are clean. I will just wash, rinse it off in the water, and then you just wipe off the ink in here, so it's clean. All right, so this one, get the ink, and I use a brush again. Just wipe off excess ink. I just dump here. Oh, it's really light. Maybe I don't even need to take it off the ink this time. This might need to get the ink. Okay. I might need to re-ink this ink pad. Let me get the one more here. Pretty. It's a tone on tone. It's a very subtle look, but it's a background. It's good. Okay, I need to keep this shaded blues here. And now I have a crumb cake here and basic white. I already cut with die cut here. So now I am going to stamp. Oh, did I get the ink a little bit here? Oh, it's okay. Okay, I have background first. Let's see. Okay, here. This is a little like water here and then little stones and the greens. How I did this to achieve this look. First I did this boho blue. I wash the stamp and make sure it's clean. All right. The boho blue, and then take it off the boho blue. Especially this edge. Edge seems to pick up more ink, so I just take it off ink from there. And actually, I take it off ink from those stone and the leaves. But I am adding little pecan pie on this stones here. And then I get another brush and I get a little green. I just tap a little bit in here in the leaves. You can use a sponge dabber too if you have a sponge dabber. But to me, it seems to work on this little blending brush. Seems to work better. All right, I stamp right here. Okay, so it's just look. So it doesn't need to be exactly this color. You can do it. Let me show you if you do the only one color, like boho blue, which I like to stamp on here. So I wash this. I got the boho blue ink here. And I use this blending brush. Just takes off excess ink. And then I'm gonna stamp in here. So that's if I do the only boho blue. So it's gonna be like this. So I mean, whichever you like. I mean, this is pretty, but this one gives them a little more like a dimension because you get the stones, I mean, rocks, and then those little leaves in the green. Okay, so I still need these 3 inks. What I'm gonna do next is I bring in basic white. I keep getting ink. I need to wipe my hand. Let me get my tissue or baby wipes. I'll be right back. My hands get really inky. あ、ひふみさん、こんばんは。ありがとうございます。こちらにも見に来ていただいてるんですね。いかがですか？はい。Okay, then I'm gonna use this stamp set. So I am going to add with the blending brush. Oh, no. Yeah, I'm gonna add an ink with blending brush. So first I add Boho blue, and then I'm gonna add a pecan pie of those birds. And then shaded blues, and the green is the head of this male bird here. All right. And I am huffing a little bit. Let's see how it goes. Oh, the color's nice. Do you see those details? If you just stamp, let me do the second generation, how different. Okay, you could use in the second generation too, but let me wipe off. Let me get the one ink here. And if I don't take off ink, it's like this. And then let me show you that if I take the ink. I did not so good, but it's supposed to be a little lighter, but this pecan pie got really dark. So this is, I just add the ink with a blending brush. And this is the second generation from here. And this is with taking off with the ink. Actually came out good. And then this one I add the ink with the, no, actually I inked it and I wipe off the excess ink with the blending brush here. Actually, I don't really see the difference from here and here. So it's kind of hit and miss. You can choose which one you like most. I'm going to use this one, and I am going to fussy cut these birds. Okay. So I did a couple fussy cutting videos a couple weeks ago. So keep your blade in one direction, and then use your left hand to hold the paper and move around the paper rather moving around your blade. So that way you have a more control. And always cut the outside first, and then you go back and cut the detail here. Yeah, I cut lots of birds from the celebration designer series paper, and made a lot of cards. Those beautiful birds with the flowers. Okay, here you go. Like this. All right, and then I'm putting in this one in, and I am going to put this one. See, because I just gonna hide these stones, rocks and leaves, that I didn't really need to change the color. So I'm gonna add these with the dimensionals. Maybe a little piece from the head. I could use a dimensional mini. But, all right, take it off this one. Oh, they look so nice. I love it. All right, and then that goes here. I still need to work on the sentiment, right? I might trim a little here. It seems a little long. Bring in a paper trimmer. Ooh, I already put the bird, so I don't know, I can't really cut. Maybe I can cut. Okay. Okay, that's good. All right, let's put this on here. It's like a notebook, right? Right here, and it has a spiral. It's cool. And I need to bring in a linen thread. Well, actually, I need to stamp the sentiment. That's a heat embossing. All right. Wrap around the linen thread twice. And cut. So it's always, this is a design by the Stampin' Up designer. So it's on the samples. So it's always, I love to copy, we call a case, copy, and case. So copy and share everything. And it's, and then the crafting words, it's okay to case. That's, you get the some kind of ideas to create a cards. And then actually, if you copy everything and you learn a lot technique as well, and then you notice, like this time I noticed to get this good stamp image, yes, I need to use the blending brush. And those spiral notes is so fun to use too. All right, let's move on the sentiment. I need the white heat embossing, which is my favorite. Oh, I might have it already done. If I'm good. Okay, I do have one. All right. Okay, I did a white heat embossing here with a basic boho blue cardstock, and this die came from gorgeously made die, which this note spiral and come with it. Notes, this die and this label comes with those leaves. I haven't used those leaves, and that looks really neat too. And this is like maybe like a mountain or cotton that just really edge of the cardstock that will give it a nice texture. All right, okay, I have that. So I'm gonna use, I need the dimensional. Okay, two of them. Yes, I had a class today, the early morning. Actually, the 3 lady came over and then they put their project. So we kind of chat and then we'd work on our own project. So that was fun too. All right, so I'm gonna place me here. This color combination is so nice for the masculine card. And what did I get here? shaded blues, boho blue, no, shaded spruce, boho blue, pecan pie, and this is actually crumb cake here. Background. All right, let's stamp the inside. Since I have a 4 inch by 5 1/4. I need bar stamp with green. Just make sure you don't do stamping upside down like me. You know, I stamp always upside down, those little images. Add a little like that. It's so nice. And it goes inside. Okay, we're done. Let me put away ink before I touch anything. I think I'm getting a green shaded spruce in the ink in my hand. Let me wipe it. All right, here's today's card. I hope you like today's project. If you have any question, let me know. Let me go back in the monitor to see any question there. Okay, no question. Make sure you leave a comment if you watch. I really appreciate it. I love to hear from you. One more thing that I did last week. Last week I shared this faux silk technique. Use the gift wrapping tissue paper here and give a little texture. So let me bring in. This is just I did the stamp and the decorative mask just in the other color with just regular white, basic white cardstock. And then this one, this egg was apply for the tissue paper. If you missed that, I go back into my live, or I post on YouTube, and I also did the 60-second quick videos for those who doesn't like watch long videos. So yeah, this is really a cool, unique technique. It's really fun. So I again, thank you so much for joining me tonight. And I hope I inspire you to create your cards. And remember, crafting is all about creativity, and don't be afraid to experiment. So try new technique and have fun. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I look forward to crafting with you again soon. All right, see you next Friday. Happy crafting. Bye now.